First time we've held such an event. The main reason being that at the moment there are so many opportunities just on our doorstep. And why should all the men get those opportunities?
Between 2012 and 2020, the UK will require 830,000 engineers of all different types. Now that's an awful lot of engineers, and we need to grow them. We need to get them out of the schools and the colleges. And if they're going to be 90% men, we're missing an awful, huge opportunity. Half the population is largely being ignored, which is completely and utterly wrong. We have a national skills shortage. We should be making more use of the diversity that you ladies can provide to the industry. Traditionally, engineering has been a male-dominated profession, but there's absolutely no reason for that. It's just gender stereotyping. The guys get the Meccano set, the girls get something else. And there's no reason why it should be that way. You all have the capability to be just as good as any of those guys in there.
What engineering does is give you a foundation and give you a number of choices and a number of opportunities as you go through your life, and you can decide what you want to do with them and how you want to take it and what your personal preferences are, whatever that may be. I've taken my path. If you did the same apprenticeship and the same degree as me, you will end up somewhere fundamentally different. And actually that's what's really, really good about engineering, and that's what's really, really good about getting an engineering qualification at the start of your working life. This is a 3D printed aircraft. One of the things we're developing is something called flow control, and what that does is it's a series of pressurised chambers within the wings and the body of the aircraft, and you pump pressurised air out that disrupts the natural flow of aircraft over the vehicle, and you regain some of that performance without having the big clunky mechanical parts. For me, engineering is the appliance of science. Undertaking a scientific study proves that something is theoretically possible. But to turn that invention into innovation, to turn that invention into something that is tangible, feasible, affordable, adoptable, into something like Google Glass or an iPad or the Shard or a submarine or Tyrannus, as you've just seen, takes engineering. And for me, that's what engineering is all about.
And I didn't set out knowing I wanted to be an engineer, but I set out knowing that I wanted a career that was different, that gave me lots of opportunities, that was going to be varied. And so when I was your age, when I was at school, I picked subjects that I liked, and that was science, and that was maths, and that was physics. Because I've got that background, which is my engineering degree, and it's allowed me to get those experiences, it gives me those opportunities, and I can go on and do different things.
We believe that girls bring a different set of skills into apprenticeships. They are much better organised. They have different thinking skills, which we've found from the female apprentices we've had over the years to be very beneficial to the company, and to give us an extra dimension and the skills to make us world leaders.
Events like this are so important for the IMechE because it gives us the opportunity to explain the wide-ranging careers within engineering.
I don't think the message is getting over as well as it could be, so these kind of events I think are really good for us to get the message across, to tell females that engineering is an exciting profession, it's not boring, and more than anything else, it's not a man's world, it's everybody's world.
Events like tonight are really important to maybe get girls involved who wouldn't normally thought about a career in engineering. They might come along, see something that they're interested in, speak to someone who's got experiences that they find interesting, and maybe consider it more than they normally would have.
For female students that are aspiring to become an engineer, it's something that I definitely encourage. Females provide an essential input into the industry. They give you a different perspective on things as opposed to men. The UK is crying out for female engineers, currently with the lowest percentage of female professionals in Europe. one thing I'd say is don't let people drag you back. I did it. I ignored everyone that told me that I wasn't capable of doing it, and it's something I'd just say, go for it.
Ultimately, engineering is a fantastic foundation for whatever career you decide to do. I found engineering brilliant. I've stayed in engineering. I hope the girl that makes that decision will stay in engineering as well. But even if you don't, an engineering degree, an engineering qualification or an engineering apprentice opens up so many avenues for you that it gives you the time to make the decision on what you want to do.